This is the future.
After 2 days of farming, I finally got the most powerful weapon in the Sisters of Parvos update. Well, one of the most powerful weapons I should say, since there's a lot of weapons to choose from this update. But what separates Kuva Zarr from the others is that it's a nostalgic cannon for me. I know some will say that the most iconic weapon in this update is the Tenet Envoy, but if there's one that I was looking forward to collecting, then that is the Kuva Zarr. Before this Kuva version, I was already having fun with the normal Zarr variant. This is way back when even melee madness wasn't a thing and the armor scaling of enemies was insane that you have to use synergies and combos so you can get rid of level cap enemies. Believe it or not, the normal Zarr was one of those weapons that are very powerful when used by the right hands, but some players don't usually use it because it's kind of a high-risk high-reward weapon during the time wherein self-damage still exists in the game. But then, self-damage was removed and Hunter Munitions Zarr build became more fun to use. Who remembered here synergizing Zarr with Ashe, or even what I think is the best combo, Zarr and Oberon, wherein enemies get trapped in your garden carpet receiving radiation damage and whacking each other while you strip their armor with your fourth ability and kill them with multiple slash pellets using a Hunter Munitions build for the Zarr. Those were the good old times, and I'm proud to say that I am one of that 10 who enjoyed the weapon before Digital Extremes gave it a monster upgrade. The Kuva variant is a straightforward upgrade of the normal Zarr version. It has way better critical chance and status chance, more total damage, better fall off range, and more than even your resident hentai tentacle Hydroid would wish that he was. The Kuva Zarr right now. DE Hydroid buff when, and with the addition of galvanized mods and primary arcanes, the Kuva Zarr becomes an absolute beast and deserves to be renamed to save this weapon from DE nerf. Squad leader, why the hell did you choose a Progenitor leech which is a magnetic element in your Kuva Zarr? Well, I just want to attract more people in farming this before Digital Extremes nerf the hell out of it. I'm just kidding. Magnetic because I wanted to take full advantage of the benefit coming from the new galvanized aptitude mod. This is basically the condition overload for primary weapons, and it works by providing more damage depending on how many status proc that a target has. Right now, players are reporting that this is not working with projectile weapons, but once Digital Extremes fixed it, I know you will love using this with your new weapons like the Tenet Envoy or the Kuva Brahma. As of now, my Kuva Zarr is sitting at 3 former with all these mods. Why critical delay squad leader? You will see minimal fire rate debuff from this mod while equipped on the Kuva Zarr. You wouldn't even notice the negative fire rate, but gives out more critical chance than point strike. You could also go with the new galvanized scope, but you will need to switch out from cannon mode to barrage so you can proc the headshot kill. Mind you, the barrage fire mode of Kuva Zarr is as insane as its cannon mode in terms of damage. It's just a matter of single target versus R of effect, and I know some of you would like to nuke multiple enemies then kill them one by one. That is why for an all-purpose build, I suggest critical delay instead. Hunter Munitions gives the Zarr some massive damage over time. If the slash will proc, then the bleed damage is just insane. Viral element using primed cryo rounds and infected clip is optional, and you can change this with any element combo depending on the faction you are facing. Lastly, I did change the Exilus mod slot from a V polarity to a dash polarity since I want to have vigilante supplies for the ammunition economy. Like any new weapons, the Kuva Zarr doesn't have that much ammo in its bag, and it is wise to have a built-in ammo case in the weapon, especially if you are going into Steel Path or Endurance runs, since Carrier Sentinel would be dead in just a couple of minutes in these types of missions. Last but not the least, I'm using Primary Merciless not only for the damage, but also for the reload speed and maximum ammo buff. In my opinion, Digital Extremes have done a great job in buffing the guns of the game. Both galvanized and weapon arcanes made a big impact in terms of damage that somehow, I'm beginning to be a gun enthusiast than a melee cult. The Kuva Zarr is just one of those guns that gets the most benefit from these weapon changes, and I highly recommend that you give this weapon a try. So that's all for today, lads. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts about the Kuva Zarr and the gun buff in Warframe. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.
Evolution. This is the future.